Here's a question that sounds impossible. What if the U.S. Navy built an aircraft carrier but refused to call it one? A warship packed with stealth fighter jets, bigger than the real aircraft carriers of most countries on Earth, launching cutting-edge F-35s from its deck. And yet, officially, the Navy insists it's not a carrier at all. This ship actually exists, and its unusual story involves a design choice so controversial that the Navy built only two of them before changing their minds. This is the USS America, the Lightning Carrier, one of the most misunderstood warships in the entire fleet. Let me show you why. First, you have to understand what this ship officially is. The USS America is what the Navy calls an amphibious assault ship. Its traditional job is to carry U.S. Marines and their equipment across the ocean, then put them ashore using helicopters and tilt-rotor Ospreys. Think of it as a mobile base for a Marine strike force. There have been ships like this for decades, but when the Navy designed the USS America, commissioned in 2014, they did something radical, and it changed everything about what this ship could do. Here's the controversial part. Almost every amphibious assault ship in history has a well deck, a giant floodable garage in the back of the ship. You flood it, and landing craft and amphibious vehicles drive straight out into the sea to hit the beach. It's the defining feature of these ships, but on the USS America, they deleted it completely. They took out the well deck entirely and used all that reclaimed space for one thing: aviation. More hangar space, more aircraft maintenance shops, and a massive increase in fuel storage. The whole ship was rebuilt around air power, and that single decision transformed the America from a simple troop transport into something far more dangerous. Because here's what that extra space unlocked. The USS America can carry the F-35B, the vertical landing version of America's most advanced stealth fighter, and it can carry a lot of them. In a special configuration the Navy calls a Lightning Carrier, the America can pack around 20 fifth-generation stealth jets on its deck. Stop and think about that number: 20 fifth-generation stealth fighters at sea on a single ship. That is more combat air power than the entire air force of many nations. This little ship, technically an amphibious vessel, can suddenly project the striking power of a small aircraft carrier, appearing off any coastline with a fleet of stealth jets ready to launch. And the size will surprise you. Yes, next to a giant Nimitz supercarrier at 100,000 tons, the USS America looks small at around 45,000 tons and 844 feet long. But here's the twist most people miss. The USS America is actually similar in size to the primary aircraft carriers of major world powers, like France's flagship carrier. Let that sink in. What the U.S. Navy classifies as merely an assault ship is on raw size on par with the pride of other nations' entire navies. It's powered by fuel-efficient gas turbines rather than nuclear reactors, and it bristles with defensive missile and gun systems to protect itself and the Marines aboard. But the story has one final fascinating twist. Remember that controversial choice to delete the well deck? Well, it turned out to be too controversial. Critics argued that without a well deck, the ship lost a core ability of amphibious warfare, landing heavy vehicles and armor directly onto a beach. The debate got so heated that the Navy built only two ships to this radical aviation-focused design, the USS America and her sister, the USS Tripoli. Then they reversed course. The very next ship in the class, and all the ones after it, brought the well deck back. That makes the USS America something rare and special, the bold experiment, the ship that pushed the carrier idea to its limit, a floating airbase disguised as an assault ship. So the next time someone tells you America has only 11 aircraft carriers, remember the USS America and her sister, the Lightning Carriers, that blur the line completely. Not quite a carrier, far more than a transport, and a powerful reminder that sometimes the most interesting warships are the ones that refuse to fit in. The USS America, the aircraft carrier the Navy won't call a carrier.